Hey guys, Kenzaro here and how is everyone doing today? Now, Dragon Ball Super episode 122 is right around the corner.
How did he know?
But what is making us fans so hyped up about this episode? Is it Vegeta versus Jiren? Or maybe it is the fact that this episode is going to be the first episode of 2018. Or is it Frieza's battle against Dispo? Well, I have no idea. I'm actually here to talk to you about something else. Now, a few days ago, we got 4 preview images for episode 122 and you guys on Twitter were like, "Hey Ken, will you make a video about these?" I thought that yeah, I'll do it, but then I realized that these images really don't give us any information, so I didn't have much to say about these images. But then we got 4 new images and I still didn't have much to say. But after that, the next few images finally revealed some good stuff to talk about. Starting off, why are these guys so surprised? If you look at them closely, you'll realize that they are not surprised by what is happening on the stage. They are looking at each other. So, they are not surprised by Vegeta and Jiren's battle or anything like that. But if they're not surprised by what's happening on the stage, what are they so surprised about? Well, let me tell you, I have 3 theories as to what might be happening over here. My first theory is that this god of destruction probably told everyone that he's a fan of Logan Paul, and that's why everyone has that look of horror on their faces. But that theory immediately goes to shit, because Logan Paul already said sorry and that should fix everything, right? Well, theory number 2. Maybe these guys are just sitting together because they are siding with one of the fighting universes. So, Universe 5 and Universe 3 are rooting for Universe 7. Meanwhile, Universe 10 and Universe 12 are rooting for Universe 11. Now, the remaining universes might be in the mix, but we don't know who they are rooting for. We don't know about them yet because we don't really have any preview images which shows where they are sitting. Now the third theory is a bit different. Since there are so few people left, maybe they just moved all the gods to sit together on the benches. Maybe Grand Priest teleported them to sit next to each other, which would make sense because these guys are looking at each other in shock. Maybe they are shocked to see each other appear out of thin air. Something like, how did you get here? Now, other than these images, there are still a few other images which have good stuff to talk about, such as this Vegeta image. This image makes us wonder what the hell happened to his armor and when did it happen? If you look at the next episode preview closely and pause right at this moment, you'll see that Vegeta's armor is broken right before he goes for the final flash. So we can assume that Vegeta's armor breaks while he's throwing hands with Jiren earlier before he goes for the final flash. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that if you look at all of these images and you also take a look at the jump preview for this episode, you'll see that this episode is not just about Vegeta and Jiren. We are definitely gonna see them fight, but we are also gonna see some action from Frieza, Gohan and Goku. Personally, I am excited for Vegeta vs Jiren, but at the same time, I'm also excited about Frieza fighting Dispo. Just from this little screenshot, it appears that this battle is going to be crazy. Now, one last thing before I go, I want to remind you guys that starting episode 122, Dragon Ball Super is gonna have a new ending song. So we're gonna say goodbye to Rotten Graffiti and say hello to One Pixel. The new ending song is titled Lagrima, and it is pretty much the opposite of what we have right now. The current song is pretty fast, but the new one is sort of a slow and calm song. You might even say it is a sad song, and fun fact, Lagrima in Spanish means teardrop. You know, the one you drop from your eyes. But that doesn't necessarily make it a bad song. We've had slow ending songs in the past before, and some of them were pretty great. Light Pink, for example, was amazing. Another good example of a slow song is John Cena's entrance song. Well, that's it for this video. Before I leave, I just want to say that I'm traveling again, so I apologize if I don't upload much in the next 2 weeks. However, after 2 weeks, we're gonna get so close to the release of Dragon Ball FighterZ, and I will obviously upload videos related to